legislative incentive process is an interesting one, to say the least. You have a host of individuals that understand the incentive process and then others that don't. And in order to be able to receive incentives, you have to go to your legislature and make your case, educate the legislators, and then begin the process of hearings and subcommittee hearings, and then ultimately go to the floor for a final vote. So it is a involved process, which in Virginia has to be redone approximately every 2 years because that's our budget process. This particular session will be a very important session for us regarding incentives. We have essentially used up everything we've had in the last cycle, and we have been talking to our legislators, and we have a couple of pieces of legislation that are coming in, which has been an increase in then the Governor's Motion Picture Opportunity Fund, which is now pegged at around $7.75 million, is what we're beginning this session with. Secondarily, our legislation is going to be raising the credits from $5 million to $25 million. This is a big jump for the legislators up here, and we're opting to make this jump now because our story going backwards for the last couple of years with Lincoln, Captain Phillips, and a number of these films has been excellent. We have been efficient in operating with the incentives, and we have a research study now that says we have been efficient, and we're paying back an excellent return to the Commonwealth on this particular type work. So right now we're going to take the momentum we've had in the last few years, and we're going to go back to the legislature and say this is a good program for the Commonwealth, this is a good program to develop economic development within the Commonwealth and our industry itself, and we're going to make the case to them this session that we need to be able to have these increases to continue our work. Something that's been near and dear to my heart for a number of years is to take these or to have the incentive plan and to have it apply to all facets of Virginia production. And something that I've been keying on and keep foremost in my mind is we have the large films that come in, and I love to have them come in, and they really impact and make a huge impact on all the different individuals and vendors in the area, and I'm very proud of that work that we've done. But something that I think is important to me that I keep first and foremost, if you will, is I want this to be available to resident industry too. And so that would be in indie filmmakers and encouraging their work via this. I think down if production companies that are domiciled here want to use this to develop content development is very important, I think, to a small business's livelihood, especially a production company that would be here. I think that all of those items need to be included in here, and especially resident production itself. The fact that our industry and the production companies around here have been able to take advantage of the sales tax exemption since 1995, I think that's a thing that the VPA should be very proud of. We have done that, and everyone has been able to take advantage of that. So once more, a more holistic feel of how this incentive plan comes down to the respective big films, resident industry, production companies, and the like is certainly included in our plan, and we keep an eye on that every day. I think I would urge all of the indie filmmakers and production companies here, if they have projects, contact the film office, talk to them about what you're going to do, and see if there's any ground there, or hopefully there is ground to be able to incentivize that particular project, because it's important to do that from a workforce issue and from a fairness issue. I know that the film office does everything they can to support resident production and content development. We have momentum going. We need to build on that momentum, and I urge all of the resident industry and producers and the like to become involved in VPA, because this matters to your everyday life.